through the support of the ministry, we've gotten Kenya Corporate Board to liaise with other government agencies like Communications Authority of Kenya, National Safety and Transport Authority, and now Kenya Revenue Authority to implement, one, broadcasters to pay for use of music, and now there are new tariffs that broadcasters are going to pay because they are the greatest users of our music. We are also implementing the blank tape levy, which has been in the Copyright Act for 5 years, but not implemented. Now we are working with the KRA, and we are rolling out, actually. We are meeting with Kenya Corporate Board to lay out the plans and the strategies for implementation. We have the police enforcement and so on. Obviously, there are quite a lot of loose ends, and because to, for example, enforce among the matatu industry or the public service transport sector, you need the support of NTSA. To implement among broadcasters, you need Communications Authority of Kenya. Those bodies are established in different acts of parliament, but we are saying it's the same government. So through the support of Honorable Babuna Mwamba, we are getting the support of the Minister for ICT and Digital Economy. We are getting the support of the Minister for Transport. And through that support, the agencies within those ministries are working with the Kenya Corporate Board to ensure that the CMOs get support, both in terms of enforcement, both in terms of KRA, collecting the blank tape levy on our behalf, and remitting to the CMOs what they should remit, in terms of Communications Authority tying the compliance or the license for broadcasting to the compliance with the copyright. And I think it is that kind of cohesiveness that is going to work. However, these are issues that require parties to talk to each other. We are doing meetings after meetings. Tomorrow we are meeting with NTSA. We have had meetings with the Communications Authority of Kenya. We want to iron out differences among the CMOs. Remember CAMB, the Kenya Association of Music Producers, Performers Society of Rights Society of Kenya, and ourselves. There were differences because we collect jointly. The tariffs are joint, and even the operations and the licensing structure is joint. Today we have come up with a structure through Kenya Corporate Board. All the CMOs and are meeting together with Kekobo. And through the guidance of Kekobo, we have established an administrative structure that is allied to creating one center of power, so that collections can be done in a manner that is not contradictory, where one CMO does not do one thing and the other one is doing a different thing. Bringing us together, and we shook hands, we embraced one another, and we said moving forward, we work together. We are also aiming at fulfilling what the minister has been preaching, which is to end up with one CMO so that we can reduce on the cost of administration. A lot of money goes into paying rents in offices across the country and paying licensing officers who are spread across the country. And we are saying there's no point of having an MCSK office in Nairobi, having a CAMB office and a PRIC office. We can consolidate. And we have agreed, and we signed an MOU before Waziri, to agree to consolidate our operations so that we can cut down on costs. Today, we have come up even with a structure that is leading towards that one CMO. We have also had meetings with the Committee of Parliament that is oversighting this area, and we have agreed that by December, we should have a new law that is going to consolidate, in terms of policy, the CMOs into one to cut down on costs. We are advertising, and you'll be seeing the advert by the end of next week, which is deploying technology for collection, for monitoring and distribution. And I believe the moment you deploy technology, you also minimize cases of theft and corruption. So through all these measures and strategies, we are going to cut down on costs of administration. I think painful as it may look, some people have been collecting money and eating and taking advantage of lack of cohesiveness between government and the CMOs to steal from musicians. I think their days are numbered. We are going now to deploy technology and ensure that that technology is so robust and effective that by October, we believe it to be up and running, and it's going to be so efficient that within a very short time, we are going to increase our collections by almost 100%, which means where we are collecting about 200 million per year, we are expecting that will come to at least 2 billion. And if that be the case, then there's no reason why we can fail, because we have been operating at minimum There are times even we could not have enough money to pay rent and pay the workers. And you can't run music business that way. Because if it's going to be business, all the business principles have to apply. You got to have strategic plans. And that's why I was pushing for these tariffs to be gazetted, for licenses to be given that are predictable, that you can plan your business. And that's what we have done, bringing professionalism into the music business. I think is the first step toward saving or ending the plight of our musicians who have been suffering. They are talented, but they have not been getting money. But another thing that we are going to do is to create awareness for users of copyrighted musical works to pay. If you go to a hotel, you are listening to music, you are being served chai, you are being served the snacks, and you pay for the snacks and the water and the tea and everything, pay for the music that you are listening to. You get into a matatu, you pay your fare, but they have been entertaining you using music belonging to our members. You're going to pay for the same. Then we're moved also to the new media, the YouTube, the TikToks of this world.